Hey travelers, welcome back. I am so happy to be back and to be talking to you all. Last time I talked to you all, it was a different year. I was in a different country. I was actually in front of my couch in my apartment in Rio, and now I am in a different, completely new place. If you are new here, you might not know this is a different setup, but I have a different setup, different desk. But I'm so happy to be back. Y'all, travelers, a lot has happened within these last 2 months. 2 months I've been gone within these last 2 months. And I'm going to get into the nitty gritty of this video. I'm going to be explaining what you can expect on Hey Miss Traveler, but I'm also going to give you like some personal life updates because life has been very interesting, very busy, very stressful, very crazy, but a blessing overall. Lots of good things, nothing but good things within these last 2 months. But travelers, I tell you, the life that I live is not for the faint of hearts. I literally planned my wedding in 2 months. In 2 months. That's why I've been gone. I got married. I literally planned my wedding in 2 months. I did some of the wedding planning while I was overseas, while I was in Brazil, but the majority of it has been within 2 months. And I can't just say I myself, because my husband, I can't believe that I now have a husband, but my husband, he has been very much into the planning. He has helped me a ton, but we did it. We got married, and yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. It was so beautiful, and I have some news for you. Let me put my cup down. Let me take a little drink of my drink. But I have some news for you. I literally have news for you. So, our wedding was featured in the New York Times. Can you believe that? So this is actually today's paper. This is the Sunday Styles. And my husband and I, we are featured on page 18 of the New York Times. Let me show you. This is so exciting. Can you see that? With a drone instructor letting love take flight. Trying to read it backwards. But yeah, we were featured in the New York Times. I did not think that we would be in the New York Times. It's always been, when I was growing up, I always read, I would always flip to this section of the New York Times, and I would always read it because I always love love stories. And I didn't think we would actually make it because A, the New York Times is really competitive to get into. But B, I think they say you need to submit your love story 6 weeks in advance. My husband, he wrote the article. He wrote our story and submitted it like maybe 5 weeks, and then we didn't hear anything. And then 2 days after our wedding, we get an email from the New York Times saying, "Hey, we would love to interview you." And my husband and I, we share our love story in this paper, and so that is really exciting. Yeah, getting married, being an expat, planning your wedding, it is not easy. It was very stressful. It was very intense. I am still recuperating from planning a wedding, and not just planning a wedding. I think I live a very interesting life, because not only did I plan a wedding within 2 months, which I don't recommend, but it's hard when you're overseas. But I've gone through so many life transitions that the average person does not do. In the course of 2 months, I left my job, and okay, so let me preface that. I left my post. So the career that I'm in, for those who are watching for the first time, I'm in this thing called what is called the Foreign Service. And there are many different jobs within the Foreign Service, and most of these jobs last for 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 years. But my job, it lasted 2 years, and then you end it, you go into another assignment, but you're still within the same organization, you're still within the same career. So I left my last post, I ended my job. I didn't just end my job, but I moved, and I didn't just move. I moved to a different country. I moved back home to the United States. I was in Brazil. I moved back to Brazil. I moved to a different living arrangement, a different apartment. And the thing about that is that, usually when you end an assignment in the Foreign Service, you usually have home leave. But the way my schedule works out. I didn't have home leave, right, when I came from Brazil, so I jumped right back into. I took a week or so off, during the holidays, but literally I started work like maybe 2 weeks later, and I jumped right back into wedding planning as soon as I touched down into the Baltimore area. I went straight into wedding planning. I moved into another apartment. I started in a new job, which is my training, and I got married, all within a few weeks of each other. And so my life was like, it was just a lot going on. But I'm starting to get better. I'm starting to recuperating. And when I mean get better, I'm starting to be able to rest a lot more. I'm less stressed. So I'm able to come back here. I actually today, let me show you. I went to go get some running shoes because I want to really take care of myself. In this lifestyle, you have to take care of yourself. And so I got some running shoes. I'm excited to put these bad boys on. This is the shoe that I got. I got fitted for this. The person at the store, Olivia, if you're watching, she said that this shoe has like a drop, and so it helps me if I'm like doing like long-term running. So I'm really excited to like test these out, to get back into the gym, to take care of myself, because when you're in this lifestyle, you have to take care of yourself. So that is that. We have survived the wedding. We got featured in the New York Times. We got married, and when I say we, I mean my husband and I. And yeah. And as I mentioned, I started a new job. And so I'm still in the same career. I'm still in the Foreign Service. But as I mentioned, I started a new part of the Foreign Service. I finished my one assignment. I'm going to another assignment. But right now I'm in training. I'm doing Spanish. And I am really, really excited. Like, I remember, travelers, I remember before I started the Foreign Service that I said I always wanted to do training. I always wanted to do training in Spanish. And so now I'm actually like living my dream. I'm actually getting paid to be taught Spanish. And I came in with some Spanish. And Portuguese, no doubt, it helps a lot. Like, I feel like it puts me at an advantage because I understand a lot when it's being spoken to me. I'm able to say a lot, even if I just started a couple weeks ago. And when I'm reading, I'm able to figure out a lot because I have that that Portuguese background, and I studied Spanish a little bit in the past. And so I'm doing really well in training. Well, hopefully. I took my first evaluation like a week or so ago, and I'm a little bit ahead. And so that's good. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So that is really, really good. But what you all have come here for today, I am going to just like outline what is going to be happening next on Hamish Traveler. This is going to be Hamish Traveler season 2, if you will. I don't know, this channel doesn't have seasons, but if you will, this will be season 2 because there's a new background, and I'm just really, really ready to gear up and give you all the information and the inspiration the best I can. Because that's why this channel exists. It really does not really matter who I am. I'm just a vessel, but I'm really ready to just let you know like what to expect. A lot of you want to know more about international careers and international jobs. And so that's what's going to be coming up down the pipeline for Hamish Traveler. I'm going to be talking a lot about international careers and a lot about travel education, because I have a lot of students that watch it. So hey all of y'all. But before I talk about exactly what I'm going to be doing, I want to let you know that I'm going to have a free e-course that is coming out. It's mostly travel focused, and so I'm going to be talking about how to be able to travel, how to travel the world. There is a module on international affairs, and there is I talk slightly about diplomacy, but that is coming soon, so be sure to keep on the lookout for that. A lot of work has gone into that. In fact, the e-course, it's been years in the making. The e-course was actually my graduate capstone, and I'm finally launching it for you all. So Just going through a couple more edits, but it's going to be launched for you all, and hopefully it'll be very beneficial to you all. So be sure to check it out. Be sure to share it. If you know somebody who's traveling, be sure to let them know. But as I mentioned, we're going to have a lot of guests coming on Hey Miss Traveler, because you all want to know about travel jobs, travel education. And so I'm going to have a lot of guest speakers coming on here. Really cool people coming on. And yes, I'm going to keep talking about diplomacy, because you all are interested in the foreign service, you're interested in diplomacy, you're interested in what the heck I'm doing, this life that I'm living, you're interested in that. So diplomacy videos will come out, but also other parts of international affairs, because you all also have different interests. Some of you want to explore other aspects of international affairs, careers. And so I will definitely have people coming on here on this channel that can speak to different careers, and I think that would be really cool. As far as my students, I got you covered. We're going to be talking about education and international affairs, and I think you'll like the series coming out. I've released some videos in the past about, like, you know, is international affairs worth it? And y'all seem to like that. So be on the lookout for more education type related videos. And as a newlywed, I'm a newlywed. We're gonna have a wedding series. I promised that before. A wedding series will be coming out. I'm gonna be telling y'all about the mistakes that I've made, what I've learned through this whole process, because it has been a process, but a good process. I've learned a lot. And so be sure to stay tuned for what it's like to get married in 2 months and all the lessons that I've learned about that. And there will be a couple of videos still from the Brazil era. You know, I have a lot of cool videos about the Amazon. My husband and I, we went to the Amazon, and that was really cool. We did a food tour in Brazil. I gotta put that out. So if you see a different background, that's what that is. But it's really great content, and I hope that you all enjoy it. And then lastly, because I'm in language training, because I'm in Spanish training, I'm obviously going to be doing videos in Spanish. And so I'm going to be recording my progress videos. If you look at my channel, maybe almost 10 years ago now, you will see videos about me doing Spanish, and I was dabbling in Chinese at the time, or Mandarin, I should say. And I'm going to be bringing that back, but with a new 2023 spin, a new 2023 Chelsea. Yeah, so those are the things that are coming out. This channel is to serve you all. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow to the messages. I promise I will try to be faster, but literally, I have just told you, I've lived through 4 different transitions within the span of a couple weeks, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm very happy and I'm very thankful to be doing what I'm doing, to be representing my country, but also educating, encouraging, and inspiring you all to pursue these careers in international affairs and to travel boldly with confidence. This is my heart, you guys. And so with that said, that's a little bit of an update. Stay tuned. I'm so excited. I like this background. If you like this background, let me know. It's pretty cool. Really, this background is just a corner of our bedroom. But yeah, all right. Until next time, travelers, let's travel with our dreams together. See you later. Bye-bye.